Hi, I'm Michael Josh, and you're watching GadgetMatch. We're here in San Jose for WWDC 2019. Back in 2013, Apple unveiled the Mac Pro, fondly called the trash can by tech folks. It was a departure from the previous model, which was a big tower with hot swappable drives. Now, the trash can didn't really do so well, and Apple eventually came out to say that it was a design mistake. Now, the fix and the successor comes 6 years later. Today. It was announced today, and I got to see it in person. This is our 2019 Mac Pro first look. The design of this thing starts with this stainless steel frame, giving you 360-degree access to the insides from all sides. Yep, from all sides. The logic board is dual-sided for flexibility in mounting components. I don't usually like talking about specs, but in this particular case, it's necessary. The machine is so powerful. It has a 28-core XEON processor, can have up to 1.5 terabytes of RAM. Yes, I said terabytes. And up to 4 GPUs using the Mac Pro expansion module. To highlight what it can do, during a keynote demo, we saw Logic Pro running hundreds of audio tracks without a hiccup. I also got to see a demo showing real-time color correction on 3 streams of 8K ProRes RAW footage. Now, the value of the Mac Pro is its being modular. Apart from space for Mac Pro expansion modules that can fit up to 2 GPUs each, there's an afterburner card that boosts ProRes rendering, 12 DIMM slots, and 8 PCIe slots. The I/O card we saw on the display machine had 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, 2 USB-A ports, and a headphone jack. There were also 2 Ethernet ports, and an additional 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports up top by the power button and steel handles. Speaking of steel handles, on the bottom of the device, you get either steel feet or optional wheels, which should make it easy to move around. As early as launch day, the new Mac Pro has already earned a nickname, the cheese grater, because of this lattice design carved out of its aluminum shell. The design is meant to maximize airflow. Inside, there are 3 fans that channel air from the front to the back and out through these soon-to-be iconic vents. There's also a blower that pulls heat away from the memory. Apple says this is meant to keep the noise down. Alongside the Mac Pro, Apple also announced the Pro Display XDR, a 32-inch 6K LCD Retina display. XDR stands for Extreme Dynamic Range, which is HDR plus. This monitor has got plenty of bells and whistles, but it doesn't come cheap. It's $5,000 for the display, $1,000 more if you want the matte version, and an extra $1,000 for the stand, which lets you use the display in portrait mode. The Mac Pro will be available this fall and will start at a base price of $6,000, which Apple says is cheaper than comparable Windows machines. Now, there really isn't any official word on how much all the add-ons will cost, but my assumption is that it will be around 40 to 50 grand for a fully souped up machine, and then an extra 10 grand for that monitor. Now, before you go ahead and say it's too expensive for the average user, it really isn't meant for the average user. Think about movie houses, production houses. These are the kind of users who really demand high performance and power, and you'd be surprised to see how much they'd be willing to pay for a machine that delivers on their needs. And that was our 2019 Mac Pro first look. For more videos like this one, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time you post a new video. Follow us on social media for all the fun stuff. And as always, make GadgetMatch.com your daily habit. From here in San Jose, I'm Michael Josh. Thanks for dropping by.